Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365 and we are continuing our series of the Avengers Endgame countdown, and this time we're going into a post-Avengers world and we're starting out with Iron Man 3. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. So we are entering a post-Avengers world, starting with Iron Man 3. As you can see, I have the Blu-ray/3D copy here. Yeah, this was like one of the few I was not able to get a slipcover on, oddly enough. It just happened to work out that way. Yeah, so let me just talk quickly. It is available only in Blu-ray and the 3D separately. There's no 4K for any of the Iron Man films yet. I believe firmly that's coming very soon. I would say in the back half of the year after Endgame has come out and whatever fallout from that. We are getting the Captain Americas finishing up in April for that. So I would assume naturally the Iron Mans are probably next. So how it looks, I feel it looks very good. It actually looks really, really good. In fact, the 3D is very good in itself, but not anything that's really going to light your world on fire. And that, I think, has a lot to say about the story itself, which I'm going to get into in a little bit. There's just not a lot of opportunity for good 3D or 3D immersion. There are some here and there, of course. You could probably guess which ones they are, more at the beginning and the end. For me, that's kind of, I feel, how Captain Marvel was. It was like great 3D at the beginning and then great 3D at the end. In the middle is just kind of not a whole lot going on. I feel that way about Iron Man 3. So I don't go into the 3D very often. I do break it out if I'm having a 3D marathon or something of the MCU. But I don't feel like that would be my go-to. I think if you have a standard 2D, you're kind of fine there. I'm anxious to get a hold of the 4K. I bet it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. So enough about the format part, but let's talk about the movie itself. So Avengers is come and gone, and of course the first movie out of the gate is probably going to be Iron Man 3 here. Let me just say, I am a big fan of Shane Black, the writer. I am not a fan of Shane Black, the director. I do like him in The Nice Guys. I thought that was excellent, and of course Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. But recently, The Predator, and Iron Man 3, unfortunately, I don't like this movie much. And it doesn't really have much to do with that Mandarin twist. I mean, that's a little bit of it. But it's just, I feel that Shane Black didn't really want to make an Iron Man movie. He just wanted to pal around with Robert Downey Jr. and then kind of do Iron Man stuff and not really. I don't know. It's just, I feel that his writing was great. I did enjoy that. But I don't feel that the comic book side was very good in this movie at all. I don't know if they were trying to branch out or do something new here, but you know, this is pretty much the first movie in a post-Avengers slump, and as you can see, there's another one coming up, but it isn't great. First off, War Machine is completely wasted. One of my favorite Iron Man characters is War Machine. Back when Rhodey was rocking the Iron Man suit in the comics, and then of course, the silver armor. I absolutely love that armor, actually, by the way. But yeah, like, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of how they treated him here. I like the Iron Patriot thing, but they didn't do anything with it. And it was, I think if you look at the whole movie, he doesn't fire a weapon once. It's like, okay, he's just there. I would have preferred if they weren't going to use him at all, like just don't use him. Just don't have him in there for the sake of it, or just keep him there at the beginning and have him tell a story and then maybe pop it at the end. It was just weird. It had a weird vibe. And then Iron Man himself, okay, one of my least favorite things in a superhero movie or any kind of movie that has a hero, like a superpowered hero, is when they nerf the hero. Okay. They do it in Iron Man 1. I get why they did that. I do. I'm actually 100% on board with it. I do understand. Why are they doing it again? Iron Man 3. His brand new suit of armor doesn't work the entire movie. It's just one of those things. And and at the end of the day, it just didn't really serve much of a purpose. I don't know. I think that I like the Extremis storyline. I did. But Iron Man himself as a character, I think they were really trying to go there. But like as far as using like Iron Man as like, the superhero, it just completely fell flat. It was almost like you didn't even need Iron Man at all. Honestly, like there was just a lot going on there, and there's a whole segment where I know like they were trying to get back to basics. I understand that to a degree. But people come to an Iron Man movie, they want to see Iron Man kick somebody's ass. That never happens here. And it's just kind of lame. I don't know. Like there was just a lot I didn't like. I mean, as far as Ben Kingsley and quote unquote the Mandarin go, I didn't mind that so much, but I could see why a lot of people did. Yeah, I think it would have been more okay with it if Iron Man was more Iron Man. As I said, that's my biggest problem with the whole movie. I understand that Tony was going through a bunch of stuff, and you could still do that. But when you make the armor just not even a thing for 99% of your movie, that's kind of a problem. Now, I love the scene with the Iron Legion at the end, and I loved it. In fact, it's probably like a great it was almost kind of like an Armor's Wars type kind of thing, a little bit, but I liked it. I did enjoy it. And I like seeing, Tony in suits, but the way that, what's his face was, I forget, Guy Pearce, whatever his character's, or Killian, was tearing through the suits. It just kind of like made them all pointless. They didn't really serve too much of a purpose either. It was like cannon fodder. And I thought that the suits were supposed to be badass kind of suits. As you can tell, I'm not a huge fan of this movie. There was a lot I felt that they could have done differently. I would have kept the story arc the same. I would have kept Tony the same. But just like let him get his suit and let him, blow stuff up. Let him be Iron Man, and then you just kind of give this ambiguous ending, and it was this whole thing. I don't know. I wasn't. On a side note, I don't usually like promote the other stuff on YouTube too often, but go check out How It Should Have Ended on Iron Man 3. Brilliant. Honestly, just amazing. It's still my favorite How It Should Have Ended, honestly. But yeah, that's really kind of unfortunate. So that's going to do it for Iron Man 3. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Iron Man 3. If you liked it, you didn't like it, let's talk about it. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.